Oh, Hasan's orbiters get
Welcome
destroyed.
back to a series so sus.
Sound
We're
like
on
good
episode
lunch.
69. In today's video, Hasan is now comparing himself to Superman.
That's freaking funny.
Hasan has exposed Hasan's #1 fan Gato and the supposed
Gato. Got a cat who's smoking?
creator of the H3 snark subreddit. Apparently this person has been spreading lies for a while being anonymous on Twitter and Reddit. But it turns
Yeah, that don't last long.
out Ethan has found their identity and is threatening a lawsuit now. They are in full panic mode. Asmongold has responded giving his take. Tectone has
Oh, there was no cigarette. It probably was something on her part. Basically now, they're worried. I'm gonna get sued into the ground. Can someone help them? Too bad.
exposed Hasan again. Updates from Twitch CEO and professional gooner.
I wonder, is he going to give Hasan 1 day off? That's all he needs? Compared to other people he permanently bans for no apparent reason?
Dan Clancy. Subscribe. I can't believe we hit 700k subs.
Congratulations on 700k subs. And go to the description, you go to the channel.
On episode 69.
And give him a like and a sub and do the same thing to my channel.
Absolute cinema. Thank you guys for the support.
Or else.
And continue subscribing. We're going all the way to 1 million, baby. Now let's begin with Hasan comparing himself to Superman, the ultimate
Yeah, this is gonna be funny. How does he compare himself to trash?
narcissist. So here they're talking about the new movie about Superman.
His involvement in global affairs, like his moral compass, causes others to also take action, causes others who have power to also take action. He literally makes people, he springs others into action. That's the whole point. That is the I don't know. I just saw like a lot of what I've tried to do.
Superman protects the weak, protects the people who need help, protects disability, protects America. When 9/11 happened, Superman was there fighting against the terrorists. Hasan is a terrorist supporter, killing of the weak, person who would go to a D party any day of the week. Superman would never do that.
With commentary in general, which is like to influence others to
I think Hasan is more like the Joker,
also do right and to defend vulnerable people
without laughing.
and to show by not just telling but also doing, no matter what the repercussions are. And I think that's what's
Superman will always protect the weak. He protected us. Technically, Batman bomb Hezbollah. That's technically the bat wings flying across in the night.
that was what was great. Like, he is an inspirational figure, not just inspirational towards human beings, but also towards metahumans and people who are powerful
Hasan would kill every single metahuman because they don't agree with him.
themselves. Like, sometimes it's okay to do good.
Yeah, sometimes it's just okay to do good, guys. I'm just out here doing good all day, every day. Brother.
Yeah, I'm just out here, causing riots, burning down cars, hurting people, hurting businesses, being a complete douchebag.
You gotta get over yourself. Comparing yourself to Superman is crazy level of narcissism. This guy actually said, I influence others to do right. You mean lie at every single turn? He said, I defend vulnerable.
Oh yeah, Hasan believes in the Russian way of life. That's the red Superman, basically the one which was completely evil and drunk all day. And if you don't obey him, he laser beam you through your face with his eyes.
People. You mean terrorists? You literally defend terrorists, bro.
And Batman used a lot of kryptonite on him right afterwards.
Terrorists are the ones who are attacking the vulnerable people. Bro has his head screwed on backwards. You can't make this shit up. Dude,
I think it's not even screwed into his skull. He's missing a bunch of screws.
every sentence is so hypocritical. He inspires others to take actions. I mean, yeah, but not in the way you're thinking, obviously. He pretty much emboldens people to openly support terrorists, openly be hateful and racist.
Yeah, his good old friend he has over there. He's telling him, go to the country. Don't worry, you won't be living much longer. You'll be sent to the afterlife.
That is not a flex, bro. And I just love how every single time this guy will find a way
Don't worry, they will make you female with a 12 gauge.
to play victim. Like, no matter the consequences, I will do good. As if he's some sort of hero in his own story here. Bro, what consequences have you gotten? A literal 1-day ban on Twitch on your scheduled
Anyone else would get permanently banned.
day off. Absolutely no consequences whatsoever. I guess he did have
And that day off means he was not going to be streaming that day.
his global entry revoked, but that's like a massive privilege. And that was obviously completely justified. If you're out here supporting terrorists, like, you should pretty much be banned from airplanes at that point. Here's what people are saying. Nux responds, remember when Superman said America deserved 9/11? I recall that episode, actually. Okay, we got whatever this is, and he's dropping a Luffy, and it's like,
Luffy cares about people. He cared about his crewmates. He was a pirate, but not an evil pirate. He wasn't a psycho. He actually cared about his crewmates and people. He would sacrifice his life to save his crew.
I don't want to play with you anymore. This is from Toy Story. If you watch the movie, you'd know that Superman literally does this and gets mad about the hate comments and hashtags. Full disclosure, I haven't watched this movie, so you guys can let me know if this is accurate. I must have missed the part where Superman lies, supports terrorists, or harasses Lewis. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I don't think Superman would say America deserved 9/11, and at least these rich white girls are the ones
Gotta say, Superman he was attacking the terrorists with the comic books and not. If he was real, he would go to Hezbollah, go to the leader, and tear his head off and have him surrender or die. Batman would have a field day.
getting date raped rather than minorities. Dude, there's like an endless supply of Hasan quotes, bro. I was thinking of making like a mega compilation, but it's gonna take a lot of time, and I'm kind of busy with the series. Maybe after all this is over, which it will probably take like another year, I'll make
or 10.
a mega compilation of everything this guy's ever said. We got the classic SpongeBob meme, mental illness. Right, so Ethan responded here, the only thing Hasan and Superman have in common is that they both owe their life to extremely wealthy and influential it fathers. Well, Hasan is obviously
Superman, yeah, it was a wealthy father, and Batman had a wealthy father. But when they're protecting the weak and willing to put their lives in danger to protect the innocent and the weak, that's completely different from Hasan. Hasan would stay in his mega mansion and have bulletproof armor. When he went to that support rally, he should not have any armor on.
a Nepo baby. I don't really know the Superman lore too much. I wasn't actually that much into it. As much as I hate Hasan as a person, Ethan is talking about Batman. Okay, that I know about, yeah. Superman's dad was quite influential, but Krypton didn't emphasize wealth like humans do. Right, so this next part, Hasan talks about his appearance in the Times magazine, the top 100.
Oh, and when Superman came to Earth, he didn't remember his parents, really. I think he didn't even remember because he was a baby. So he didn't grow up in wealth. He grew up as a regular farmer and that. So technically, Superman did have a rich family, but he had really nothing to come with it except a baby blanket and that. And Batman lost all his parents because of a psychopath.
100 most influential creators. Hasan says his spot on the Time 100 creators list will act as terrorism insurance. Yeah, dude, that's definitely a good look.
I got some crazy stuff going on. We have merch day today. I did Times 100 last night, which I like to call terrorism insurance, because these kinds of, like, when reporters want to like write positive stories about me or put me in like lists like this, I'm like, oh, thank you. This will.
You're only talking about terrorists every other day, 6 times a day. Support saying out loud terrorists is, yeah, your insurance kind of used up already.
This will make the people that constantly cynically claim that I'm a terrorist look even dumber.
No, actually, it just shows that.
Yeah, let's look at your last live stream. You probably said twice to 3 times you support Hezbollah, which is a terrorist organization. I think that it's already used up because you just burnt it and destroyed it.
These people did not do their research, and they literally basically have anybody on that list. I mean, we have.
Called he paid a bunch of money because his father is a wealthy guy who is a government official in another country. His mother came to the United States, gave birth to him in the United States, so he could technically be a U.S. citizen. So who they should deport is him, because technically his mother only came to the United States to have him so he could become the president.
Hawk2a girl on that list, a proven crypto scammer who has absolutely no influence anymore, by the way. So obviously she should not be on the most influential list, and it just shows that they're okay with like elevating crypto scammers and shit like that. Also, I don't know why he keeps denying this. You are a proven, documented terrorist supporter. We had the Love Heart incident, the I support the Houthis 10 toes down, Hezbollah's.
If I had a choice, 500-pound bomb to a Houthi nuts.
My favorite flag. Look at this terrorist propaganda video you're showing to.
I saw a whole bunch of Houthis all in a circle at 500 ball bomb right between their legs. That was fun.
Your friends. Oh, this terrorist is based actually. Oh, they might be
So many civilians were saved.
Designated a terrorist org by the U.S. government, but yeah, I don't know if I entirely disagree with them. Now, keep in mind, I've never said Hasan himself is a terrorist, okay? Other people have claimed that, okay? I have simply said that he shows support for terrorists, which is a fact. I don't know what activities he gets up to in his free time. I'm not going to speculate on that. He doesn't really have much free time, does he? He's terminally online. Also, what is that I heard? Merch Day? Merch Day, Hasan? Very capitalist of you. Mr. Socialism getting another.
Oh yeah, he wants to support capitalism, but he wants to support sacrificing the innocent civilians.
Quick buck from his broke followers. Is anybody surprised? Is anybody surprised he's gonna start walking around in his Gucci?
Doesn't matter how much money I ever have in the future. I'll wear a pair of pajamas or just a regular pair of jeans you get from the thrift store. I don't care about fashion.
Gucci clothes again, flexing a little bit.
Only if I ever get a wife in the future will I literally, they'll have to pick the clothes out because then I will wear it.
Now, apparently a while back he was like planning a collab with Obama, but
I haven't met no one.
It got canceled, it seems.
That Obama interview ever happening? Probably not, but who knows? I don't think.
If Obama does any research in this guy, he will want to say miles away. Actually, they probably did, and they said no.
I don't think Obama's gonna be collabing with me anytime soon.
How was that even on the table? Are people blind? I mean, W Obama.
God sakes, companies don't want to give him any money. That's how bad it is.
His team or whatever for canceling that shit. Hey, any politicians, you need to watch the series if you were ever considering that shit. My God. What the heck is up with these people? Okay, moving on to Ethan absolutely destroying Hasan's.
Ethan, oh man, he's a good guy.
#1 supporter and terminal Twitter user and creator of the H3 Snark subreddit. Ethan shouts out Hasan.
And please go to the description, go to his original video, and give him a like and sub. He does real good. As far as I know, he's black, and I'm not racist against no one. My clean little sap one time was black, and I was giving her 3D prints, literally. And then we had another clean lady helps out at my mom's place. I was giving her 3D prints. She did not care.
Hasan's favorite Twitter account says he's.
And primarily, I was giving it to her to give to her daughter.
The next one up. So the person we're.
And it would be like a $7 or $8 print.
Talking about here is.
$20.
Gato Fumador, this queen in yellow person. Now, we've covered them in some past videos, just giving unhinged replies to everybody. So they said this: the entire reason Ethan and Hila are
no, she does have a cigarette in her mouth, in her cat's mouth. So she believes in choking cats out with smoke.
rebooting this incredibly embarrassing skull false flag. This is when skulls were sent to their house. They're calling it a false flag. Is they're hoping they can exploit the dead Israeli diplomats.
She's twisted in the head. No, he would have never done that. No one in the right mind would have done that, except a psycho.
To say, see, we are in danger.
Even I wouldn't, because that's rude. That's a piece of human trash.
Seems somewhat coordinated. So Ethan responds, and this is the most incredible villain monologue. Part 1. Many of you have seen this Twitter user.
Oh, that guy, superhero, actually is a villain, and he's the reverse Flash. He has died many times, but he's just immortal.
Gato Fumador, because of his obsession with us and the depravity of his attacks. By the way, I thought this was a girl because they're a queen in yellow, but apparently it's like a 37-year-old man every single
Oh, trans.
time, by the way. Even Hasan's degenerate mod, Gorby, was like a 47-year-old degenerate. He's frequently retweeted by the likes of Hasan Piker and Taylor Lorenz as part of their defamation campaign. They will signal boost his more sane tweets to make sure that everyone sees his depraved takes. They have retweeted or commented hundreds of times. Unfortunately, being an internet fall guy has its downsides, specifically the most obvious, being held responsible. For the longest time, these attack dogs have operated with impunity, relying on their anonymity to protect them. They revel in their impunity, uttering things a public person never would, specifically persistent defamation of the worst and most brazen kind. Ethan's linked another tweet. Ethan Klein's newest tattoo, the greatest thing a man.
Yeah, the thing about the internet, you're not going to be able to hide your identity forever. You keep it up, soon you know it's going to come back and bite you. So if you are doing an X, all they have to do is talk to Elon Musk, or at least say, I need to know this information, I'm a lawyer, and Elon Musk will hand it over. Because he don't want to deal with lawsuits.
Man can do for his children is to love.
Or else he could sue Elon Musk for money, and that's the last thing you want. So I'll just give your information. And since he's blue check, it means you're paying, so your information is in Elon Musk's hands. So you just went and got bent over backwards for the other guy.
Of their mother. Such a bizarrely transactional message, like something a guy gets in a last ditch to save his marriage before murdering his entire family. Wow, this seems like a very sane.
This sounds like a person who needs to go to a mental hospital and be locked away. This lunatic should be locked away for the rest of their lives.
Person, and it's a tattoo of like Hila. So getting a tattoo of the person you love and the mother of your kids and your wife, you know, the most important person in your life, and somehow this person equates that to murdering your entire family. Who are we even dealing with here?
You get a tattoo of your loved one is because you care about them and you want to cherish them. People normally don't get they don't never get tattoos of their enemies they want to kill, because they don't want to remember their faces and have to remember the lives they took.
My God. In today's age of rapidly improving technology, anonymity
Except a psychopath.
is nearly impossible to maintain, even for a throwaway Twitter account. For example, the operator behind this account is a 37-year-old single male who is currently unemployed and living with his parents, named D and B. By the way, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but somebody has told me their real name, so I know what's behind these asterisks here. Obviously, I'm not going to say it in public, but yeah, it's getting interesting.
So they're kissing up to Hasan left and right, and cherishing him while living with the parents, and now going to have a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against them. Their parents are going to tell them to get a hike and leave the house. You should go get a job now and start working, because you just messed their lives up. I hope they like to get pay for rent.
You don't need to know his name. He just needs to know that I do. This person is clearly down and out, and it's a shame that instead of improving his life, he's dedicated all his time and energy into snarking strangers on the internet. Now,
I barely use Twitter. Actually, no. I think my Twitter account got banned because I barely used it. And Blue Sky, I do have an account. I barely talk on it.
As a result of his unforgivable attacks on my family, his outlook is even more bleak. He's facing down a lifetime of soul-crushing debt and litigation. He doesn't have a wage now, but if he ever does crawl out of his mother's yellow-walled basement, I will be garnishing
He knows the walls.
every cent he earns for the rest of his life. Oh my god. Dude,
This is so good. So good.
F around and find out. My god. And he's posted another tweet. The unblurred images literally have a Skulls Unlimited tag Lamau. I'm still gonna keep them blurred just to be safe. It's basically human
Yeah.
Skulls. Really doesn't make it better at all. Skulls shouldn't be sent to a house. Don't support him but be reasonable. This is weird. Gato responds, yeah, it's terrible that Ethan did that to his own children, implying that he killed his own children. Maybe someone should consider
He cares about his children. This guy is losing it.
contacting CPS. Okay, this person is completely unhinged. Alrighty, go in face cam mode just to show you the absolute joke.
You look good. You actually look fantastic.
Joy on my face as this absolute cretin gets what they finally deserve. So basically, this guy tried to be anonymous, right? They tried to spew the most vile hatred
I did not realize you were Indian.
imaginable, constant lies over and over, right? And they not only have gone after Ethan, we'll see later that they went after Asmongold as well. They started the whole mom murdering cockroach thing, and they thought they would be invincible. But turns out, guys, karma always finds a way.
Karma is a bee. So remember, you do something on the internet or to someone, it's going to come back and bite you in the rear end sooner or later.
Turns out a little bit
Remember, there are ghosts, so you can imagine what else there is.
of justice is actually being served. And remember, guys, remember when I said I don't clickbait, I predict the future? Well,
And you don't have to believe in it to be real.
oh, well, there's a clip that literally happened the other day. Let me just refresh your memories. The only remotely plausible example I've seen is something about Asmon liking lolly. Is that it? You just know this person is the most unemployed person on the planet. Well, what did I say, fellas? Pegasus is a future predictor, okay? Turns out he was an actual unemployed loser, all right? Diabolical. These predictions are diabolical. Somebody put me on like a...
Pegasus says you deserve more subscribers.
Somebody give me a job as like a fortune teller or something. I should be doing some like
You did a lot of research.
astrology bullshit, you know, scamming people because I got a knack for this. Right, so Ethan continues,
Or just no human character.
there are a handful of attack dogs that operate similarly on Twitter for the benefit of Hasan Piker and Taylor Lorenz. They know who they are. I have the time and money to find each and every one of you. As you have reveled in your anonymity as a means to defame me and attack my family and children, I now revel in shining a light into the pathetic corner of the internet where you exist. I'm coming for all of you. In the meantime, I know their name, okay? You'll be hearing more from me soon. I have the honor to be your obedient servant, Ethan Klein. Oh my...
They're gonna be kissing his feet because they're gonna be suited at the ground and have to eat ramen noodles for the rest of their lives.
God, you cannot make cinema this good. This is a better villain story than like anything I've seen on TV.
And actually, I eat hot dish, meats, hamburger. I just had a hamburger every day a little bit. And I make ramen noodles with actual beef fat.
TV, dude. Holy shit. We had all these
And if I want to, I can have cereal because I go to the food shelf. But yeah.
vile people going after Ethan.
And not mentioning I will spend $200 or at least $100 in pop alone a month.
And now he's become like the Punisher, you know, the anti-hero.
And I mean name brand.
He's going after all the bad guys, taking them all down one by one.
That's if my friend's not buying pop because he drinks half of it.
Is he taking it too far? We don't know. We don't know yet. But these people are spreading some of the most vile shit ever. I feel like some of these people definitely need.
They wonder why they don't stock enough Mountain Dew Baja in store. They have 5 rows. It goes fast. They actually had to start stacking it on the top because it goes that fast at my local Walmart. They can't keep it in stock because my friend will literally come up there with the cart and buy all of it, and then we'll drink it through the week or two.
Need to be held accountable. And don't worry, you will see how absolutely unhinged this particular person is. So Ethan attached this tweet as well. What's up with Zionists? Zionist censored. Like Ethan Klein
And I mean the 2 liters. We don't touch the cans. We don't touch the small bottles.
doing false flags, and then we circle something on the skulls. It's so easy to be like, I don't agree with the sort of harassment involving his kids, and still call him a Zionist piece of shit. Y'all need to touch grass if you're out here researching if he faked that or not. And then they reply, okay, I do not agree with Ethan Klein harassing himself and his children for sympathy. So again, saying that they lied about the whole thing. Right, so here's what people are saying. First reply, looks like Gato couldn't take the heat, and it's a tweet from Dan Saltman where they
Don't smoke. Never smoke. It ruins your life. It destroys your life. I don't smoke. I don't chew. I don't drink. And I save a lot of money so I can buy more games. It costs so much to smoke.
They protected their post suddenly. Suddenly they're not hot shit on Twitter
After this, they won't be able to get a cigarette ever again because they're going to have to pay arm and leg.
anymore. Suddenly somebody's running with their tail between their legs. Now, they've replied to the Ock Twitter account with AWK here, as if they're doxing this person's real name, as if that's not actually their name, but I'm pretty sure it is. They're just trying to act tough here. People are going to cry and lie that he's going after pro-Palestine people. By people, you mean Hasan and his goon squad, because that's basically what...
They're not pro-Palestine. They're pro of taking out Palestine, because if it wasn't for the terrorists, Palestine won't be rubble right now. If it was not for the terrorists, we would have buildings in Palestine. Literally the truth. There wouldn't be the destruction if it wasn't for these terrorists. Just get your people out of there and stop using it as a base camp. And stop attacking the other group and have peace. You say you're about being with God and loving Jesus, but at the same time, you decide to kill the other people. That was totally against Jesus' rule. Be peace, be capital. He said there was only one church. Figure that out.
What they're saying. Palestine is just a plot tool for them to say whatever they want or suck up to their political...
That means of all the churches, there is only one church in God and in heaven.
Beliefs. Absolutely. They use it as a tool to do absolutely anything they want, and then anytime they get any bit of criticism, well, how can you criticize me when there's a genocide going on, Ethan needs to stay
And Jesus did not want to be basically a one person who runs the government. He wanted peace. He wanted prosperity. He wanted people to care about each other. Not turn everyone into a hamburger the next morning.
Relentless. I hope Ethan never lets up. Ethan right now. I love this. Make examples out of all of them, Ethan. Ethan is making sure his family is safe. I support this. Right, so Ethan responded to this person privating their account. Remember not to erase anything. Spoilation would look very bad to a judge. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to pull a Frogan or a Dennis where you try to delete stuff that's already been captured. You think Ethan would announce that, oh, I know who...
Yeah, he got copies of everything.
Who you are, I'm going after you, you should be scared of me or whatever because of a lawsuit or something, and not archive all your tweets. Like, how stupid are you, honestly? Here's what somebody's saying. I don't like Hasan, but Ethan is just rubbing his balls on others for content at this point. Are you good, bro? What are you talking about?
Do you need mental help? Because it's called you do something bad and hurts a person, and you get what you deserve.
Ethan's lawyer stacking bread. Bro, Ethan's lawyer's got to be the happiest person in the world right now. How many cases is he getting here? No surprise there. 2 Zionists teaming up as usual. An open mind is like an open wound. That's like the Gato's Twitter bio. Fascism checks out. Right, so they've actually responded trying to act tough. Gato responds to Ethan Klein where their account is private. Claims that they created these snark subreddits. I don't know why they would ever admit this. Ethan has been trying to find the creators of this Reddit for all this time. He's like, oh my god, these people have been harassing me all this time, and this person just admits it. Gato, while private, says, why would I delete anything? Truth, as it turns out, is a complete defense against defamation. That is true, although I'm not sure you've been spreading many truths. Also, I'm thrilled that I get to be the reason you're forced to, I guess, finally shut down your dim-witted wife's hideous pervert clothing brand. Okay, that's a lot of interesting words here. How is it a pervert clothing brand? I have no idea.
His brand is not perfect. More like I haven't looked at it, but more likely it looks like a normal brand. Pervert is adult-rated looking, skimpy clothes and nothing there.
Idea what he's talking about. And then they admitted, oh yeah, as long
But that's your choice of how it really is.
as I'm privated, I might as well admit to being the person who started both H3 Snark and H3 Leftovers, and I'm also a mod over at r/ whatever this is. Dude, this is next.
He's a complete moron. You just admitted everything. Okay, you have nothing now.
Next level stupidity. This guy wants to sue you, and you just admitted you created an entire Reddit dedicated to harassing him. This Reddit has been the source of so much harassment towards him. This is not gonna look good in court. They continue. By the way, Ethan, just in case you see this, if you wanted the Reddit content moderation team to give you the same special treatment you get over at YouTube, you probably should have held off on making all those unhinged death threats to Steve Huffman. His replies, he's baiting, those are lies. Why would you admit it creating subreddit the whole sole purpose of harassing someone? If true, this is downright regarded to admit. I hope Hasan is paying him half of his earnings, because otherwise the regard is ruining his life for zero reason. Don't.
Basically, Hasan lied about everything and said this is the reason. Hasan don't even look up nothing, and he believes Hasan at every single turn, even though Hasan don't even spend 10 seconds to look up his information. He yapped at a guy before his people told him, you know, this guy just talked bullcrud.
Don't worry, we actually learn a lot of lore about this person, and turns out they have a pretty tragic life, as we'll come to see. As long as I'm private. Bro's first time on the internet, it seems. Bro's trying to act up with privated tweets. This is like those people who like boldly talk and then they like disable their replies. Like, come on, you clearly cannot handle any level of pushback. So Ethan responded again, looks like I've already got you in 3 fully drafted and filed lawsuits then. So he's referring to the lawsuits against Denims, Frogan, and Caseytron, and basically in those lawsuits he was also going after
He's gonna be eating ramen noodles for the rest of his life. Oh, but at least he's living in the basement of his parents. How long before they pass away? And then he has to, and since he's probably not disability. Oh, he's actually using the Mark 1 Stream Deck. Mine is busted. I'm buying the Mark 2 next month.
H3 Snark and the moderators there, so I assume Gato will fall under that umbrella, and I guess they'll get like subpoenaed or something. Again, not.
And yes, I have the money to buy the Mark 2 big one, but I just don't feel like it. Actually, I want to save that money for other stuff.
A lawyer, not too familiar with all that, but it seems like they're not getting off scot-free here. Apparently your anonymous comments on the internet are no longer anonymous. Not really familiar with all the ins and outs of Ethan's lawsuit. Copyright seems solid, but why in the world would creating a subreddit be legally actionable? Okay, how are these people this stupid?
They don't have any brains. Let me see, you're harassing someone online, so technically you're spreading rumors and lies all over the place. So by court of law, you are harassing someone. So basically, yeah, you're legal obligated no matter what. And freedom of speech does not protect you because it only works against the government or Congress. So whatever you say on the internet will be held against you by the court of law. You can't go harassing no matter what.
Man, can you take like 2 seconds of research here? This account is run by a literal garbage human being, lol. Lol, imagine getting sued 3 times because you want to prod internet drama. These idiots sure do love telling on themselves. Well, that was easy. I'm assuming they're lying, but imagine they're not. Right, so after this, Asmongold responded and even offered to help Ethan.
So this is an individual right here. Now, this person liked to make a bunch of posts about me, things about how I kill my mom. So Hasan retweeted somebody who said that I was a mom murdering.
Asmongold cared about his mom. He did. Yeah, Asmongold did not know how to cook, but his mom more likely did not allow him to learn because she wanted to baby him and just let him do whatever his son was because he was bringing in the money necessary for her to live a decent life. That's why he did not know how to cook. For me, I had to learn to cook no matter what, because of the situations I was in. So it wasn't his fault. And living in the way he lives, oh, there's people who live that way. I have personally seen it myself. They'll live that way. I have personally opened a refrigerator one time, which stunk so bad, you thought you lost your sense of smell. That's how bad it was, with rotten milk in it, and it was still being running.
Cockroach farmer. They put their account on private. Now,
And no, I'm not gonna say who it was.
why did that happen? It's because of the enforcer. So this is the skull that was sent to Ethan. Skulls shouldn't be sent to a house with kids. Don't support him, but be reasonable. This is weird. Yeah, it's terrible that Ethan did that to his own children. Maybe someone should consider contacting CPS. I almost feel bad for these people. I now revel in shining a light into your pathetic corner of the internet where you exist. This is amazing. But you
This is awesome.
can't even write shit this good. And that Gatto guy made a response and is doubling down. I remain undeterred and unintimidated. Klein has threatened me with personally frivolous legal action as a pretense to dox me, in part hoping to shame me for having placed my career on hold to serve my chronically ill
What career? You're not making nothing.
father's around-the-clock dialysis caregiver, whose passing is just a few months ago and has not been without its emotional, financial, and legal difficulties, as anyone who's lost a parent likely knows. Well, look at this. This is the person that's making fun of me and telling me I killed my mom. Yeah, you shouldn't have done this. Never engaged in this behavior. If you didn't want to have this come back to you, fuck them. This is just
43 tweets a day? You have no life at that point.
a few times he tweeted about the mom murdering bullshit. Let me see. And this is the person. Clearly just using his father's condition. And who knows whether that's true or not. And also, who cares? I don't care about your
Yeah, it doesn't matter, because as far as we know, this is a complete lie.
personal life. If your personal life isn't an excuse to be
Because if you're having that much problem with the family and everything, you're not gonna talk about it.
a bad person. If Ethan needs any help in the lawsuit, go ahead and feel free to reach out
Especially if you have a soul.
to me.
Okay, dude.
But only if you really need the help, but at least then you realize doing what you're doing is a complete trash, because that caregiver is going to be not too happy.
The absolute cinema we got going here is gonna go down in internet history, bro.
I can imagine if I did what that guy did and told my mom, she would probably have my head. And she's a Catholic woman who loves me. That's how bad. If I did what that guy was doing and told my brother, my big brother, who I care about, he'd probably punch me in the face.
Bro, this is one of the greatest dramas ever created. The lawsuits are just piling on and on.
And I care about my brother. I'm trying to find stuff for him. He helped me out on different things. I help him out either way.
The amount of plot twists. We got heroes, we got anti-heroes, we got villains. It's just absolutely crazy. And I just find it interesting. This person has the audacity to play victim after bullying Ethan this entire time, saying that the skulls are actually his own kids. I can't believe you do this to his own kids. Saying any harassment he received is a false flag. I mean, you get what you deserve. Also, just saying, him crying about his own dad and the, situation he is in, whatever, it might be tragic, whatever, but it has nothing to do with the situation at hand, okay? The only reason they're playing this card is that they can farm sympathy from Twitter or something.
Basically, yeah, they're trying to get people on their side.
I wouldn't be surprised if this person also launches their own GoFundMe, like another brokey gonna be like, well, actually, you need to donate money to me.
I need people to donate me because I need a weed fund, which is sky high, even though I'm not going to use it.
But also,
Only on weed.
ignore the Palestinians, ignore Gaza, just, donate all the money to me because I ran my mouth on Twitter, I'm rightfully getting sued, and now I need some legal defense. But yeah, that point about his dad and the fact that while crying victim, you are making fun of Asman saying that he killed his mom, which is completely untrue. I mean, how can you justify those two things in your head? Also, just a PSA, if you're tweeting 43 times a day, oh my god.
For 7 years straight, you have no life.
Like the legitimate final boss of unemployment, is that not? Because 43 times a day, that is crazy. And you're not even making any money. This person is like not getting like several amount of likes or whatever. Even if you do, you're barely making any money off Twitter unless I guess you're posting videos or something. But yeah, you're basically doing this for no reason unless like Hasan is secretly paying this person or whatever. That's my theory with
Hasan's not paying him anything. He just likes him.
everybody, because I'm like, how can these people be this level of stupid? You have to be getting paid or something. Like, what is in it for you? I just don't understand. Wow, who would have guessed he fit every single criteria for a Reddit mod? Dude, every single time. You always have this feeling like, oh, this person has to be the most degenerate freak ever, the most unemployed, the biggest loser, tweeting 40
Basically, he probably hasn't took a shower in like 3 months.
33 times a day. And then we got Hasan's Discord mod exposed as a person thirsting after high schoolers, 47-year-old, 31,000 videos on the hub watch. Like,
7 years ago, I was fit and strong.
just the most ultimate degenerate gooner. The sheer audacity to pull
Only when I drank too much chocolate milk did I get this fat.
the dying parent card after the heinous shit he said about Asmon's mom is some off-the-wall shit. Literally womp womp. Yeah, I mean, you know, the empathetic side of me, the IDub side of me wants to feel bad for these people. But honestly, if you're this vile and this disingenuous, I mean, you just deserve everything coming your way. Typical bully getting called out playing the victim, some things never change. 100k post is effing insane, puts a whole new meaning to terminally online. That is crazy. You know, like if you watch like YouTube videos or something, you know, maybe you can argue it is, you know, you might be watching something educational, maybe, you know, something to fuel your career or whatever. Even if it's entertainment, it's fine. But 100k posts on Twitter, like you're all day on Twitter. There's nothing good on that goddamn website. Joker, I'll tell you what you get, Mora. You get what you effing do.
No, there is nothing good on Twitter. Nazis, yeah. If you're a Nazi, but I'm not.
Deserve a classic. Anyways, Asmon also reacted to Ethan's threat on everyone. Here's a quick recap.
And I made some promises early on, and I'm gonna fulfill them all. You know,
I remember Twitter having Mecha Hitler.
there's an order of operation. We're going down the line. If you thought I was joking, I hope those 3 copyright lawsuits put that thought to rest, because every one of you motherfuckers that I said I'm coming for, that I hold responsible, guess what? It's only a matter of time. Don't worry.
Don't worry, it only takes so much time for the lawsuits to go through. Soon or no, they're gonna come through, and then your anuses are gonna be like 10 feet wide.
I'll get to you before the statute of limitation ends. Remember how confident Denims was? Oh, really? You're gonna sue me? Where's the lawsuit? I'm waiting. She does like this.
And then it suddenly shows up.
Well, wait's over. Enjoy the last moments of peace you have out there to the... I'm gonna say it. Noah Sampson, I didn't forget about you, scumbag. Daddy's watching.
I love this so much. I'm sorry.
Remember, payback is a B.
I do. I think this is so fucking funny.
Karma will always come back and bite you in the rear end.
And the funniest thing about it is the fact that he's actually doing it, right? Because, like, if he wasn't actually doing it, it would just be like, oh, he's just bullshitting, right? Who cares? But he is actually doing it. It's his Joker moment. Yes, he is in his Joker phase. And dude, look at him. He's so happy. I've never seen him happier than this in my life. Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, it's the Punisher arc. Yeah, I know it's his Joker phase. What happens if the lawsuits get dismissed? Well, then he'll file another one.
They won't get dismissed. The judge is gonna have so much field day.
Simple, right? And yeah.
He'll just look at it and say, how much do we need to pay out to you, H3, H3?
Yeah, he's out for blood, I guess so. What's his final form? I don't know, man.
Dude.
These guys are gonna be slapped with such a big lawsuit. Their grandkids will feel it.
Dude, Ethan is becoming such an absolute omega villain. It is actually crazy. Never ever go after a man's family, fellas. This is the wrath of a father trying to protect their kids. I mean, bro is going after the anonymous Twitter and like Reddit mods, dude. Who does that? It's crazy. And don't worry, as the
only one who wants to get paid back
future predict
for all the damages they have done. They say, I'm gonna make an example out of you. Have fun.
Victor, I'm telling you, eventually Hasan will get some karma too. I don't know how. I don't know what's gonna happen. Is he gonna get sued?
He's not gonna get anything. His father's too rich. It's just when his father passes away, then all hell will break loose because that's the only thing keeping him from getting sued into the ground right now.
Etc, etc. But don't worry, all the heads of the Hydra are falling one by one. Right, so Ethan called out Anissa again. Basically, this is an old tweet from Anissa. Elon's Twitter parade is the best argument I have for socialism. More money after a point doesn't make you happier. This is why I agree with Hasan where he says socialism isn't a poverty cult. I became more socialist once me and Ian got comfortable, and it's partly why we made Creator Clash. Ethan responds, if only a capitalist, social democrat, were running Creator Clash, it could have made money, gotten everyone paid, helped charities, and created an empire. Instead, in a perfect representation of socialism, it was crushed under the weight of its own incompetency. Everyone involved lost time and money, business partners got screwed, fans with travel plans got screwed.
That's the thing is socialism. It's supposed to help out the poor, but the thing is, they take everything out and give it to themselves. So they're not socialists, they're basically being a Stalin, but take everything.
Screwed, charities got screwed, all while those in charge tried to covertly funnel 34% of the profits into their personal account. Sounds about right. Correction, Hasan's brand of socialism is Gucci socialism. Actually, Ethan wakes up every single day and chooses violence, and it's amazing. You know, Ethan, I haven't thanked you for this. The amount of slop, the amount of videos you have given me, it's truly incredible, honestly. Anissa must be special needs if she thinks that explanation does anything to help her. Right, so moving on to Tectone, showing his brother the infamous game Twitch or Terrorist, where you have to guess whether a quote is from a Twitch streamer or a terrorist, and we can play along. I'm sure you guys will get this first one.
America deserved 9/11. Twitch or terrorist?
I'd say both.
Okay.
Could be both, right? But that sounds like something a terrorist would say.
Okay. So
I'm gonna say terrorist.
You're gonna say terrorist.
Yeah.
So this is Hasan Piker.
So that's a Twitch streamer.
That's a Twitch streamer.
I would say Americans definitely did not deserve to be killed while they're just working in their offices.
Yeah.
I mean, honest mistake with Hamas Piker. It's kind of hard to tell with some of the things he says sometimes. So, you know, valid game.
I agree. It's both because Hasan Piker is a terrorist supporter who is not American, truly, because his mom only came to America to have him and then leave afterwards, so he could be American born. That law is gone.
Valid game. But honestly, that's how like a normal person reacts to this. They're just like a bit horrified and disgusted that somebody would actually say that. But obviously Hasan fans will find some way to justify it, like, you know, Americans actually deserve to die because XYZ, they did this, they did that. It's the old Destiny logic, you know, I can make fun of dead kids because XYZ, this person, that person, you know, just shifting blame to make yourself justified in seeming like an absolute lunatic.
Free Palestine from the river to the sea means Palestinians no longer live in an apartheid state and are free of the occupation, have equal rights and representation, not genocide of the Jews.
That sounds like something a politician would say.
Okay.
Would they say it on Twitch? I don't think so.
So you have 6 seconds.
I would say
That's really hard because both are terrorists. I say Twitch, but Twitch is also terrorists. I can't tell.
Twitch.
Twitch. Correct.
Okay.
Hasan Piker. Excellent
It leads to Hasan, which is a terrorist supporter.
job. Very good. All right, cool.
Yeah, I mean, is anybody surprised? This is coming from the guy who thinks death to America doesn't mean death to America, actually, even though that's literally the words. He finds some justification. I think he said something that, yeah, America is actually a foreign power that is so strong, it is akin to aliens who are oppressing you, and therefore it is all justified for people to chant death to America, death to Israel, death to England. Like, legitimately, the most brain-dead arguments you will ever find. Moving on to the next quote.
I tell you, freedom and human rights in America are doomed. The U.S. government will lead the American people and the West in general, into an unbearable hell and a choking life.
Terrorist.
I don't know what a choking life is.
Okay.
Twitch.
Twitch? Okay. Osama bin Laden.
Oh, wow. He was...
No way you confuse Twitch streamers with Osama bin Laden, bro. This is the problem. It's actually hard to tell. That's what everybody's mad about. Now, this next part is so good.
It's our territorial boundary, and we're going to enforce it until you stop doing genocide.
Has to be a terrorist because he says our boundary.
Yeah. Terrorist.
Okay. Terrorist. Hasan Piker.
But he doesn't live in Palestine, does he?
Yes, but he thinks he's a terrorist.
Dude, there's just no way Hasan is actually a real person. He's got to be like a psyop sent by the aliens to destroy humanity from the inside, like a rogue bug, you know, a parasite meant to take over humanity. But honestly, Hasan is legitimately like the ultimate cosplayer. He not only cosplays like anime characters like Luffy, but he cosplays entire identities, like religions, viewpoints, skin colors. He is the ultimate cosplayer, the ultimate grifter, essentially. Then Tectone points out Twitch's favoritism, and you can see his brother is just absolutely baffled at this.
Is it a little bit uncomfortable that it's a 50-50 chance of whether a terrorist or a Twitcher said this?
That's a little weird, yeah.
Is that not that's kind of an odd precedent for a company to allow?
It's very hard to tell the difference between who said what.
Yeah. So Hasan Piker has said all of these things and never gotten banned for them. People reacting to him saying these things have gotten them banned.
Okay. I mean, why is that? Why do we think
Because
that is?
they got banned for promoting extremist propaganda.
So why is he immune?
And
Do we know why?
There's the problem.
Is there a reason why he's immune?
Because of his father, and he's a politician.
He's the golden boy.
Why?
Great question.
Is he some kind of a Nepo baby?
He is a Nepo baby, yes.
I mean, he is a Nepo baby, don't get me wrong, but that's not the reason why he's not banned. It's because Dan can't stop sucking on his schlong. He's firmly grasped it, like that episode from SpongeBob. Anyways, let's move on to Gooning Lord Dan Clancy. Here he is talking about Twitch moderation.
Moderation in some ways will be a little bit less strict. What is Twitch's position with all of this?
Twitch cares a lot about how you say things. That in fact, certain things are very clear and inappropriate. You know, spewing hate and harassment at individual groups or individuals is not allowed. We maintain fairly consistent in how you say things. Expressing your views, as long as it's not expressing hate and harassment, is you expressing your views. So we still have very clear our kind of community guidelines because we do care deeply about people not spewing hate, harassment, and other things. And attacking protected classes or other groups or individuals.
We care deeply about people not spreading hate and harassment. Really, Dan? Really? What are you smoking? You gotta be smoking more than Caseytron at
Yeah, he's smoking a lot.
this point. Bro, somebody fire this absolute dinosaur, bro. He's so incompetent. You literally have Hasan on your platform, not to mention the entire Goon Squad. And you're like, oh yeah, we care about spreading hate. Pathetic, bro. Retire. Pass on the torch to somebody who can actually do your job. You completely destroyed what was once a good platform and community. Your rules are never enforced properly. Your favorite streamers get preferential treatment. It's such a joke. How can you lie through your teeth this much? Now click this video or Ethan finds you and sues you next. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.